today I'm going to show you how to make these little earrings I'm calling crystal stacks. Really cute, really simple, and they turn out really pretty, and they look really nice in the ear. So you just, of course, put them through and they dangle down like so, and they're really pretty. So they move around a little bit off the ear, but once on, they pretty much stay in place, and you just have a really nice crystal stack dangling from your ear, and it's really pretty. I also made a version like this. In the video, I put a dangle on the loop on the bottom. This is just to show you how to use wire with it in case you don't have the head pins I use for this. So I decided I didn't like the dangle, so I cut it off. When I made my second one, I just left them plain like this. But this is just to show you how to use it, how to do it with wire, and how to use a little bit different size and style of bead. And so let's go ahead and look and see what's needed for this project and get started. Okay, so for this project, it's a really simple little pair of earrings, and what we're going to be using is some 3-inch head pins. Head pin is just a piece of wire that's previously been cut and has a little like nail head at the end to stop your beads. Now an eye pin has a circle. We're going to be using the head pins today. Of course, you can use an eye pin for this too. It'd probably work, and then you could dangle something off the end of the loop if you would like. And then these are 3-inch long, so they are much longer than the average size head pin. I got mine at Michael's, and you can get them online. You just need to get 3-inch head pins. Then these little rubber stoppers for the ends of your ear wires, and I bought these also at Michael's today, and I got a package of 170 of them. They're fairly cheap, and this is the small package, so you can get these by the ton and just keep them on hand so you have them when you make some ear wires. And then I'm going to be using some nylon nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters. Then you'll just want a really coarse emery board or some little metal files. I just use my coarse emery board, and you can tell I use it for everything but my fingernails. I'm constantly using it to smooth down things as I'm making jewelry with wire and stuff. So just a really coarse emery board is good. That'll work just fine to smooth down the ends of your wires. And some flat nose pliers. You can also have a pair of chain nose pliers out if you'd like, but they're not necessary. And then for beads, I'm going to use some of these little saucer-shaped quartz beads. These are quartz crystals. I wanted to make mine gemstone. You can make it anything you want. You can also use some regular rondelles. These are just rondelle crystals, and I think they're like 4x6, something like that. And these are probably 3x6 because they're kind of flat, but they're about the same diameter, so like 3x5 or something. Doesn't really matter. You can use 4mm round, like glass pearl if you'd like. You can use tiny gemstone chips. You can use whatever you'd like. Gemstone chips actually work really well for this particular design. So what we're going to do, I also have a couple little 11 seed beads out just because I like to put them at the end of my head pins, because they make kind of a prettier ending for the head pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of my head pins. I'm going to get my nylon nose pliers. You don't necessarily have to have these. You can do this with your fingers, but I'm going to hold on to the very end where the little nail head is here, and I'm just going to very gently swoop downwards with my nylon nose pliers and make a nice curve of my wire. I'm going to do that again. Not a real steep curve, just a shallow curve, like so. And I have a little bit of a bend here at the end. I don't want that, so I am going to do that one more time. You can hold on to it with your brown nose or your chain nose or whatever too. It hurts a little bit to hold on with your fingers, so I'm just going to hold on here and just gently, hope I'm in camera, just gently make a little smooth curve of my wire. Like this. Once I have done that, then I am going to pick up an 11 seed bead and bring it down to the end of my wire, like so. I'll get you close so you can see it. And so that just makes a little bit more of a decorative end, a little rounder, a little prettier. And then I'm going to pick up about 12 of my rondelles. Now, we're all going to be using different size and types and shapes of beads, so it doesn't really matter how many I pick up. You're going to just need to pick up enough to bring it about halfway up your ear wire, or up your wire here, up the head pin. So I'm going to pick up about 12, but whatever size you're using, you'll have to judge the amount of beads on your own there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have got 12, which I have previously measured. That's why I'm counting mine, because that works out about right for this length of wire. Now, you can see I have a nice little curved wire with my pretty little beads on it. And then I'm going to pick up my flat nose pliers, and I'm going to put them right at the very edge of the beads where the pliers are nice and thin at the end here. And make sure that I'm right at the edge of that last bead. And then I'm just going to bend this wire directly over my pliers. Like so. Just like that. And this is what I end up with. A really nice, pretty curved piece. And then I can just slide one of these rubber stoppers on it. Now, I want to make sure, since I'm using a head pin, that this is nice and smooth. And usually head pins aren't too bad, but I like to round the edges of the wire with my emery board. My ugly used up emery board. I should probably get another one. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. Someone will complain, but that's okay. You have an ugly emery board. Oh my, that would be someone that really needs something else to do. And then let's put the stopper on the end here. And this, my dear friends, is probably the simplest earring you're ever going to make. And yes, they slide around, but once this is on your ear, they're not going to slide around. So, and that is a very pretty way to do it. Now, if you want to use just a piece of wire, I have cut a little over 3 inches of wire. Well, yeah, just slightly over, because you have to make a loop at the end of this one. So you're basically going to be making an eye pin out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth the ends, again with my ugly emery board. Not sure what I was using it on it last time, something weird, but God only knows. I'm always doing something weird. Just smooth and round the edges. I'm going to do it on both sides so nothing's sharp. Now, this is 3/4 half hard wire. I'm going to show you the package here. I took the wire out. The wire is over here. But this is 20 gauge, and it's 3/4 hard wire. You can also get half hard wire, which would probably be better, because I found with working with this is really hard wire, and it's kind of hard to make into loops. Now, bending it straight over the flat nose pliers is no big deal, but making a loop is kind of hard. But you want a half hard or 3/4 hard wire, because otherwise it's not going to maintain its shape. But you're going to wear your earrings if you use a really soft wire, and it's going to bend up, and it's not going to look like this next time you pick it up. And this is what you want it to look like. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your nylon nose pliers again, and you're going to then curve this piece of wire that you have cut. I'm going to hold on to it with my flat nose because I can't keep a hold of it, and I'm just going to do the same curve like so. This also hardens your wire a little bit more when you start working it, but that's okay. That's what we want. And then now that I've made my little curve, you can see this part isn't perfect, and that's okay because I have to make a bead stop anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and curve it the opposite direction. At the very end of my round nose pliers, see if I can make a pretty small little loop. And close it as much as I can. This is a very hard wire, so I'm just rolling my wire back, as you can see. And I'll get you closer in a second so you can see what I've done. If I'm really close while I'm wire working, I just get out of camera. So I'll show you. So now I have just rolled a little loop here, and it's a little bit bent, so I'm just going to grab my nylon pliers here, and then I'm going to hold on to this again and give another nice little swoop so it's a nice pretty curve. Oops, I straightened it instead of curving it. Oh, good, Gina. Okay, so let me do this again. There we go. Now this isn't quite as pretty as the head pin because it's a little bit harder for me to work with, but I can work with it until I get it exactly what I want to. No hurry, just work it until you get the shape that you like. Now, it's not quite as pretty as I would like it to be, but like I said, you can just work it until it's pretty enough. And on camera, of course, this worked out perfectly fine the first time I did it. Off camera, but on camera, you know, can't. Now, I'm going to use some regular rondelles on this one. Just change it up a little bit. And I'm just going to put some on here. And of course you can drop a head pin down, but you don't really need to because you've got a loop this time. So you don't really need to. And you can also wire wrap a dangle and hang it off of that loop, which I might do. So I'm going to put on one more bead. So I have got these little fatter beads. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 of them. Then I'm going to grab my flat nose pliers and do the same thing I did before. Put it right up against, yeah, that should be okay. Might be one bead too many, but I'm just going to put it right up against this last bead here. Hold it nice and neat and just bend this back about halfway. Like so. And I have a really pretty shape and straighten it out. You can always get your, if you have a little metal block, then you can, and a little dapping hammer, you can always dap it a little bit just to straighten it out. And make it prettier, like so. And then I'm going to file that a little bit more on the end there. And then put my little stopper on here, like so. Maybe open that up a little bit. And then there's that earring. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get a head pin. I'll just use one of these that I have out. They're long. I'm going to cut it down. But first, I'll just go ahead. I'm going to grab another one of my beads. Drop it down to the end of my head pin. Then I am going to just bend this over. Can't do it, it's too hard. I'm going to grab my round pliers and bend it over my plier here. And then I'm going to move my plier up. So let's get close so you can see. So what I've done is I placed my pliers just a little ways down from the tip onto my wire, holding tight up against my bead, and then I have bent my wire over that bead. Then I'm going to move my pliers up into this bend. Now this is a really long head pin. It's a little ridiculous. So I'm going to cut this down. And hold on to it so it doesn't fly across the room. And then put my pliers back into this little bend right here. And then I'm going to go over the top of the plier and make a loop like so, but leave the loop open. And then I am going to open it just a little bit more so I can slide it on my piece here. So I'm just going to open it just a little more. I'm going to slide it onto my piece. Now the problem with this that I already see is I'm using two different colors of wire. So my head pin is a different color than my wire that I used. Now I'm going to hold on, I've slid it onto the loop. I'm going to hold on to the loop that I've created on the dangle, and then I am going to bring this extra piece of wire parallel to my round nose pliers, like so. Now I'm working with pretty hard wires, so if it looks clumsy, that's why. It doesn't just wrap as easy as some other wires. So just know that when you work with a little bit harder wire, that's what's going to happen. Now I'm going to start bending this wire around and just trying to put it on top of the previous coil. Wow, this is hard wire. Okay, now I'm going to chop this off, this little extra piece here. And then I will take my chain nose pliers, if I can find them, which I cannot, so I'm just going to use my flat nose, and push this extra piece in, like so. And this is what I have for this one, which is really cute. And I would use probably a more matching wire, but and tuck this in a little bit better. And I'm just flying off the seat of my pants, guys, so my video might be a little strange to you today, but when I make stuff other than bead weaving, I just kind of make it as I go. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to tuck that little piece in a little bit better because it's sharp and it's pointy and I don't like it. Anyway, that is what that looks like. Let me scoot it back. And this is what this one looks like. Now, I actually bought a pair, or I didn't, but my mother bought me a pair of Herkimer diamond earrings that were just like this years ago, and I picked them up one day and I'm like, I can make that. And so that's where that came from. But they were really very expensive earrings, and I just made a pair in a couple minutes flat. So anyway, there you go. That's that particular style.